Peace to all the chosen ones. I hope you are doing immaculate, and I'm wishing all is well to everyone. In this video, I want to tell you about moving forward and staying on the path to greatness, y'all. You know, I'm gonna remind y'all, man, for what I speak on, y'all. I talk about transformation. That's my zodiac sign. I speak about transforming life and what it offers into my deepest, desires, which is transforming from being misunderstood to forcing motherfuckers to hear out what I gotta speak about because it truly provides value that you can't find in the store. So now I would like to talk about the video, family. You know, for instance, these minerals that you might rock, right? Or these crystal-like properties, y'all. These already have what your seed obtains. That's why you don't really need none of this shit, yo, when you've been on semen retention for so long. Because you're not lacking the minerals that your body is dehydrated from. You know, when you're out in the sun all day, yo, if you don't get water, you're gonna start feeling hallucinations. Or you're gonna be nauseous, right? That is because, yo, your body, it thrives off of water. Because water gives you nutrients. It gives you life. Because of water, it's life in itself, y'all. And since your body lacks the minerals to fully feel essential, well, then your body is gonna use another type of option, y'all, to feel wholesome again. So that's why it is important, family, to keep your nutrients in you. And, you know, a lot of people have told me that they fuck with my semen retention videos, but this is I don't like calling it that. I only say that, y'all, to remind you of what the fuck this is that we all practice. But if you want to be specific, y'all, this shouldn't be called semen retention. This should just be called respecting your identity and loving yourself enough to leave your body the way God has made you. God didn't make you half-assed or 25 out of 100%. You were 100% the way you came in this world. So why are you gonna dim yourself or walk into the world with half of yourself, y'all? The world will never respect you that way. I'm pretty sure you don't get respect if you don't have everything that you can bring to the table. So that's why I always tell you about these videos, y'all, and how powerful they are, because they transform you, y'all. I hope by someone watching me right now, you are transforming your energy into greater, or just say greatness. How do you do that? You watch what you eat. You watch what you see. You watch what you do. You protect your confidence, but you protect it by being present right now, y'all. The devil, y'all. Let's talk about the devil for a minute, y'all. So the devil, he's gonna try to poke at you or do things to hinder you, because he loves living in hindrance, y'all. The devil can't take when you vibrate too high, because your intensity of your electricity vibrating so high naturally debunks everything around you. So people love talking to you more if they're on that same frequency, or they are heavily intimidated and are threatened by you. They just say your energy, because it's like dropping glass on their comfortability, y'all. You know, all these books right there, y'all, are what I read, anime books. You know, I like to study and get deeper onto our natural powers that we once, are walking back into, y'all. But for instance, all right, let's talk about this right here, y'all. This is a majestic stone, you know. This is called, that orange garnet, y'all. It brings out, let's just say, the ability for me to feel more at ease when I conquer things. This brings out vitality. This brings out inner strength that I already have alone without these minerals. That's why most of my videos I don't ever, use them, or I keep them hidden. But you must know about this, y'all, because if you're not on a long streak like myself, well, then you can become easily distracted or diluted from the world. You know, God is only gonna give you what you need at the moment, y'all. So if you don't have this shit, it's okay. Don't go try to buy it, y'all, if you're not feeling like it's for you now. But these are properties that your blood holds. That's exactly why when you put them on, you feel better. You feel like calmness. You feel peace of mind. You feel like no one can fuck with you, y'all. You know, people say that they need weed, or they need alcohol, or they need sex to live. but you're living for your bones and your meat. I'm living for my spirit, for my soul, and I'm living because God wanted me to live this way, y'all. You know, if Jesus made, you know, everything the way He wanted to make it, yo, why would I go against that? I'm not gonna go against that, y'all. I'm gonna live like He did. I'm gonna speak the truth as He did. I'm gonna walk with no fear, but true confidence, true admiration, and I'm not gonna dodge or duck nobody. I'm not asking for a fight, but I'm also never gonna just shut my mouth for anybody, for anyone, because everybody, they find fascinating to what they love on their own time, you know. So if this video has caught you and you are still watching, this is for you. But if you're not watching or you clicked off, you know, your spirit's not really craving, you know, depth, because you're not looking into the deeper things of what life offers. Life is a test. That's why when we came down here, y'all, we didn't know everything. We were asleep at once upon a time. We were living in the Matrix. We were living in this, you know, illusion, or this genjutsu, or this infinite Tsukiyomi we call reality, right? What made you wake up? You're not releasing. You're not relapsing. You're not living in lust. You're not creating sin. You know, God was telling you about all that shit already before you even, you know, knew about this. So in a way, you can say He was waking your ass up, though you did not listen in the beginning. And that's why I'm here to tell you my side of the story, because now I have took my power back, because I live that way now. I can't say that I'm living like the devil, but I can say that God is not mad at me in a way to where I'm living in sin again, because I'm not disrespectful. I live with peace and harmony in my heart, y'all, and I truly feel like I'm at peace with myself without anything, y'all. Wearing shit like this makes me more happier, though, you know, because I feel empowered with this on me. I feel like my aura is just, you know, fucking rising and you know, being felt from states and continents away, because I'm not asking for attention, y'all. I get it with uncertainty, because the Most High is giving this to the people who need information like this, right? So to end the video right here, y'all, I'm not gonna make it long, but I hope y'all are all doing well. I hope y'all are all taking care of yourselves. And if you don't believe me, man, you know, a lot of women, they talk about this on their YouTube channels, or they would tell me in person, like what is it you are doing? Why do I feel this way about you? You know, I feel something that you offer that other men don't offer, and you don't even talk to me, or you don't even, you know, you don't touch me, you don't budge. It's like you don't give a fuck. But in a way, I still feel at home and at peace with you being around my vicinity. That's because, family, now you're existing from a state of not being needy. You're just existing because the Most High has put you there to heal things around you. But when you were asleep, living in lust, living in desire, living in, you know, temptation, you were looking at them and there because you were trying to extract something from them, or trying to get, you know, something from what they can offer you. And that's why they never really fucked with you like that, because women, like I told y'all, they are emotional creatures. They pick up on your energy before you may even know it yourself if you're not tapped in. So in a way, you can say that the only reason that this world is so fucked up and toxic masculinity is now because men don't know how to be men. So women are gonna take up your role, man. You know, you alpha males that are still watching this video that are alpha, you know, keep stepping in light, because you were once in darkness. Because now you're forcing these women to embrace their true femininity, or their feminine, you know, trait. You know, why do you think that women play with their hair? They like looking good in front of you, or they just want to be around you, because your aura, it makes them feel like they can lead or let you lead for them. They're literally submitting to you right now, not by bowing down to you yet, but because they are giving up, if you want to say, that mask, or if you want to say that synthetic masculinity, yo. Because women, yes, they have masculine energy, but they want to be feminine fully, because they don't want to feel like they have to take a role over man, yo. Women are not strong like us, yo, but they do things that you can't do, which is they nurture, they protect their family. They'll ride for you in ways you don't imagine. But you have to be living with manhood, man. You can't live like a fucking boy, yo, and expect this woman to raise you like you're her son. she's not looking for a kid, or she's not looking to raise a kid. If she's trying to, become one with you, she expects you to have that already down in your journal for when it's time to meet this person. You already know what to do. You know how to lead. You know how to speak. You know how to look in her soul. You know how to look in the light between her eyes. You see these lights, y'all, that are sparkling? You look directly upon her gaze, and it's like you're seducing her, but you're not trying to seduce her. You're just trying to touch her and remind her that your attention is on her. You're focused on her. You hear her. You're not ignoring her. You're real. You're calm. You're subtle. And believe it or not, y'all, if you can do this, I know it's hard. It's never easy. But what do you want? Do you want genuine bonds with people and become a building and building and building? Or do you want to live forever in lust? Have women degrade you? Have them look at you like you are fucking a killer or a threat? Because if women feel down, y'all, they're going to expect your masculinity to uplift them, because now they can always look at you for a sense of inspiration. But I'll get on this in another video, y'all, because there's so much I could speak on. I just don't have the time right now, because as a man who's evolving, y'all, I'm evolving in everything. Not just these videos, not just in person, not just within me, but in everything. That's what God has gave me a lot, y'all. And that's why I've been misunderstood my whole life. Because if you can't move like me, well then, that means that I'm doing too much for you to keep up with me. That's a good thing, because it forces you to seek your true potential, y'all. But remember, y'all, these will save your life right here if you don't already have the masculine energy and feminine energy within you to balance it out. And I love you, man. I say.